Lacy. I am a current student in my second year at Greenville Tech in the Culinary Arts program. I have 2 children and a husband, 3 cats, 8 chickens, and a dog. My mom lives with us as well. I am not from South Carolina. I moved from Colorado here about 1.5 years ago. It's been. We came down here as a bucket list thing for my daughter, for her to spend the last part of her life here. Food has always been a language of love for me. So when we moved here, my daughter passed 3 weeks after we moved here. So I felt divinely inspired to do a legacy for my daughter because she passed from cancer, from childhood cancer, and it had been her entire life. She was originally diagnosed when she was 6 months old, and it came back 15 years later. We wanted to create a legacy for my daughter. So by going to Greenville Tech in the Culinary Arts program, I was not only going to hone my cooking skills, it was a good distraction, and it was going to give me the tools that I needed so that I could start a successful business, so that I could carry out the 2 things that I loved most, my children and cooking. I received the Fall for Greenville scholarship last fall, and what that did for me, I have big plans and big dreams and a big purpose to fill. And going into business, starting a restaurant, starting a nonprofit, doing charitable goods, and having student loans, starting out in major debt when you're going to go into something that's going to put you into debt is a scary thing, and it can make and break a person. So this particular scholarship, it's keeping me from going into debt. And it's allowing me to have some breathing room with the rest of the funds that I have set aside for school. When you write that check, you're like, yes, I know I did something good today, but you really are changing someone's life, and you don't even know it. So keep donating, keep changing people's lives. For me, you're helping me live my dream. You're helping me create a legacy for my daughter and create a future for my son. So I am incredibly grateful for this scholarship, and it's done more than just merely give me money to get to school. Currently, right now, where we're at, I am starting a food trailer. We are eventually going to open a restaurant called Delilahs, which is my daughter Lily's synonym. She started going by it in 8th grade, and we have kept it going since. It just took, and there's people in the world that only know her by Delilah. She used to tell, only if you've known me since I was little can you call me anything else but Delilah. So we're going to open Delilahs. It's a villain-themed restaurant. She was really big into cosplay and video games and comic books, rooting for the underdog. The other side of the anti-hero villain theme is that chemo and the drugs that you have to do to fight cancer, they're anti-heroes. They're mean and they're awful and it hurts, but they're there to fight the good cause. And so we're doing that anti-hero villain theme. So all of our servers will be dressed in anti-hero villain cosplay, be it from movies or comic books or video games. We will have, I'm from the West, I'm from Wyoming and Colorado, so we'll have an elevated Western home style. So you'll get a lot of ranch style food, it'll stick to your ribs. Our children's menu every month will be donated to different childhood cancer charities across the world, because we want to help the whole, not just the some, or families that are in need, whether a kiddo wants to go on an adventure, or they need help paying bills, or if they need help with bereavement costs. And then during the month of September, which is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, we will donate 50% of our profits to a research company that's solely focusing on childhood cancer. So this is a way for me to give back to those that have given to us, to proudly honor my daughter, to speak my language of love, and to help those that are going through what we've been through. I know that if you come into the culinary program, you are going to find staff that truly care about what you want to do with your life, and they're going to help you get there. All of them, Chef Grissom Granada, Chef Pat, Chef Rourke, Chef Austin, they have all they've just wrapped themselves around me, and they support me in every wild idea I have, and every when I'm cooking in class and I'm going against the recipe and throwing something extra, and they're like, all right, you do you, we'll see how this turns out, you know. And they support my dream, and it feels to me like they would go to any length to make sure that I accomplish that dream. They've done more than just help me become a chef. They've helped me in my grief process, you know, which is big. And there's such an amazing staff over there that have been patient and walked me through every step of the way, and they root for me every day, you know. And I would like to be an advocate for someone like that, you know, maybe someone who's been in similar situation as I have, and help them in that way. Thank you, Greenville Tech. Thank you for everything.